I'm just going to start by recording something. I'm not going to like post this anywhere, especially because look at these bags under my eyes. Anyway, hi. My name is Sonia Scavarla of Sonia Scavarla Design Studio. We're a boutique interior design firm in Northern California. And I wanted to chat with you. It's like third day of 2025, and I love New Year's. It's sort of an arbitrary day. I mean, it starts the calendar. We can talk about calendars another day, but it's, I love like a ritual starting over, a ritual beginning. And so New Year's is a ritual beginning. And so I'm taking this opportunity to start recording some YouTube videos, some videos to chat with you all. And maybe you'll find some nuggets, something interesting about design, about beauty, about love, about comfort, about healing and home and stuff. So here's number one. What I wanted to talk to you about today is your perfect home. Oftentimes, we're setting resolutions in the new year, and even if we don't use the word perfect, there's still an aim there. There's that Instagram ready, oh, I want it to be perfect, right? You karate chop your pillow, or you stage a vignette in the corner, end table just right, or whatever. There's this feeling of perfection, hoping that it will come across authentic, because what used to be showcase ready, now we want it to be authentic, which is now getting to be like this other word, right? This authentic, like what is authentic? Oh, I'm trying to be authentic, and I don't know. Authentic is like another weird word. And when I work with my clients, and you'll see if you ever go to my website or whatever, we don't aim for perfection. My homes with clients don't look like show homes. They're beautiful. Some of them are very beautiful. But I'll share one with you soon or next the photos haven't been released yet, that I personally don't think looks like it was done by a designer at all. Which maybe I'm proud of that. It really looks like they could have done it themselves. And I think one of the reasons for that, and one of the reasons I love that, is because of a little bit of a switch. The room isn't perfect, but the room is whole. So I wonder if we could move from a hope for perfection in our spaces, in our rooms, in our lives, right? Moving from perfection, we're never going to attain it anyway. It kind of doesn't exist. It's this, shitty word, this shitty concept, and that's like stressful and hard and pointy, right? Perfection, it's like a really pointy word. It has sharp edges, and but I really like the word whole. So, what is wholeness, which is like a round, sort of nurturing word, right? I think wholeness is more about feeling complete. And a space or a project or a conversation can feel complete, it can feel whole before it's perfect. In fact, well before it's perfect, right? So if we're talking about your home, because I'm an interior designer, so let's start there at least. How does your how can you move from perfect, or thinking about perfection, or what exactly is wholeness in your home? Well, if you think about a space, and I'll probably have you do this a lot just because this is how I do it, I'm a visual person. So if you think about a space and you think about wholeness. Or if you think about a room, okay, that you want to renovate in your house, maybe it's your living room, maybe it's your kitchen, whatever. Let's say it's a kitchen. What would take you from where that room is now to it feeling whole? Maybe, so for instance, this year is the year of my kitchen. I'm hoping to finally get to my kitchen this year. Total other story. But what would be the things that would make my kitchen feel whole? Let's talk about it. If my kitchen was perfect, one of the walls would come down. We would replace that with a long table. I can show you pictures. Oh, that's Buddy. Hi, Bud. I can show you pictures at some point, but the cabinets would all be brand new. The appliances would all be brand new. There would be a door. There's a window one place now. Now there would be a door that would go out into the backyard. The vent would vent totally properly. The upper cabinets would be different. The lower cabinets, all these things. Anyway, this is the list of things that if my kitchen was perfect, so much of this would be done. Maybe if it was somebody else's kitchen, the windows might be replaced. I don't consider that to be perfect. It has a little latch. I'll put a picture up here. It has a latch. I can just turn the latch and open the window. Are they the most energy efficient? No, but you know what else? My house isn't, I live in California. My house isn't insulated. It's a cinder block house. So of all the places where heat is going to come in and out, and cinder block is a whole other issue, but it's the walls. It's the whole walls. So you touch a wall in the wintertime, it's going to feel cool. So the windows aren't the thing. And honestly, the windows are one of the reasons I bought the house. They were one of the reasons I was drawn to the house. Not everything in your house needs to be perfect, especially if it's going to make a difference in how you feel about your house. All this to say, don't listen to other people. If there's a thing in your house that you love, and this is how I approach my clients, if there's a thing in the house that you love and it's maybe less than ideal, okay, we're going to work around it. We're going to keep that thing in your house because you love it. And that's important first. And then we work around it. Okay. So that's my story. House built, 1938. Original windows. They're beautiful to me because of how they open, how they're made, the originalness of them, and the fact that they open sideways. I love it. It makes me feel really good in my home. So they're staying. Energy efficient or no? So I listed a whole bunch of things that if addressed, could make my kitchen perfect, right? Maybe somebody up might bump out a wall or something, all kinds of things that could make it perfect. But when I start to think about like what would make it whole, we just sort of pull in the to-do list on it. Do I need new appliances? No, I think if I just leveled my stove, that could still work quite a while. Would I, the dishwasher, do I need a dishwasher? No, it actually functions fine. Now, the countertop, it's not attached to the countertop anymore. That's problematic. So it's not whole, essentially, right? And there's like literally chips out of the countertop. I bought a fixer-upper. It's another long story for another day. But so I need new countertops. New countertops makes this whole. There's also new cabinets that have an issue because the drawers, though somebody did a nice job on custom cabinetry at some point, the drawers don't pull out all the way with the stove, etc. So new cabinets, new countertops. This needs to happen. Also, it has fluorescent lights that I never turn on. This also needs to be done. Fluorescent lights, that'll be a whole other conversation we'll have someday. Anyway, that's when we start to talk about wholeness. And wholeness is a feeling. Perfection is something, it's like gritty, it's outside of us. Wholeness to me is more about like a relaxed feeling of completion. So you can do that with the designer, you can do it on your own, who knows, depends on your project. But how can we aim for wholeness in our home? How can it feel complete without having to feel perfect? I don't even know that perfect is a feeling, right? I think it's like perfect is just like a thing out there, and it's not going to happen. So we need to like nix that. How can we make our homes feel complete, feel whole? So let's aim for wholeness, not for perfection. Okay? All right, we'll talk to you soon. Happy New Year.